Hey fish friends, Patty from Patty's Fish Tanks here. Figured I'd show you guys the next tank in my little series of tank tours here with my 10-gallon Blue Dream Neocaridina shrimp tank. As far as tank specs go, it's a 10-gallon. I don't remember the brand. It's really old. I've had it for years and years and years. Probably Aqueon, but I could be something else. As with many of my tanks, I'm running the Aquarium Co-op sponge filter with Neverclog Airstone inside of it. I have some additional biological media set up here in like a little sponge kind of cartridge. I'm not sure exactly what they're called, but those little extra sponges you can buy to put in hang-on bags and stuff like that. I have one of those in there with just some additional biological media for it. As far as tank mates in here, we have our Neocaridina Blue Dream Shrimp, which if I can get a decent picture up here, I don't know how well my phone will focus on him, but nice bright blue in there on the Anubias leaf. As always, my tanks seem to be polluted with ram's horn snails. They follow whatever plants I take from other tanks to populate these new tanks with, and they explode. And there are Malaysian trumpet snails in here as well. As far as plants go, we have a number of different plants in here. We have Anubias barteri. There's two of them in here. There's this bigger one right here on the end with a rock that they're anchored to. There's a tiny little piece that broke off of it that I put in there as well. We have hornwort, which is really good coverage for these shrimp. It provides them with a lot of surface area to forage around in and look for that microfilm that they like to eat on. And I've got, I believe I called this Christmas moss yesterday in the other shrimp tank, which is over here. But this is, I think, flame moss, so I think I made a mistake on that. Aside from that, the other plants are a little more hidden. There's frogbit all over the top of this as well. You can see some of the long, thin white roots there that are kind of spreading out across the surface. That's from the frogbit. And then if I zoom in here just a little bit, we have some Crypt Wendii bronze that's here, there, and everywhere in here as well. The substrate in this tank is Eco-Complete Red, which I think looks really cool. I love the different colors that it gives to the substrate. It looks really natural. The only thing I don't like about it is the shrimp are so dark blue that they blend into it extremely well. So when I'm trying to check on these and see how they're doing, they're hard to find sometimes, which is a bit of a bummer. And then aside from that, there's a decent piece of driftwood in there. Again, some surface for them to find that microfilm they like to eat on. And as far as lighting goes, right now I'm kind of using an Aquaneat light, which you can see on top here, split across both my shrimp tanks. And the shrimp tank over here is much murkier now because I'm medicating it for planaria. But that light does the job, and does the job pretty well. The plants seem to be pretty happy. The hornwort's going nuts, and there's nothing that requires any kind of highlighting in here by any means, so it's doing pretty well. As far as how successful this colony has been, it really hasn't been. I know when I zoomed in, you saw different sizes of shrimp in this tank. There were 6 adults originally that I had gotten, and one of them died. And for months, nothing. No babies, nothing. So recently I have actually gotten another small colony of these Blue Dream Neocaridina shrimp to add to this. And at the moment there's like 15 or 16 of varying sizes from those additions. But as to this point, this tank has not reproduced. I'm not exactly sure why. The water parameters are the same. Really the main difference is that substrate, and that's the only thing I can think of. Or I just happened to get really unlucky with that first batch of 6 shrimp, and I had all females or all males, and they didn't reproduce that for that reason, which I guess could happen. But I'm hoping with these other shrimp in here that the reproduction will be better, and I'll get some more out of this one like I did from my Bloody Mary shrimp. See if I can get a closer look again at some of these shrimp in here. It's not too bad. But as you can see down here on the substrate, like there's one right there in the center of the screen. They blend in very, very well to this substrate, which makes it very tricky to see them at times. Like even me scanning across there, we probably looked at 4 or 5 of them, and I just didn't see them because of how well they merge into that Eco-Complete red. But that's all for this tank, guys. It's my 10-gallon Blue Dream Neocaridina shrimp tank. If you like this video, hit like down below, subscribe if you'd like to see similar videos to this, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks, guys. Have a good day. Stay safe out there.